I might have just ruined a friendship that was supposed to last forever. You know, we always talk about how things we consume affect us.
I interviewed a bunch of teenagers and asked them what influencers are talking about steroids or potentially promoting steroids, and the conversations have led me to you.
The crazy thing about what I did is you can't really be proud of it after doing it. I wanted to do something, a research, an experiment. The bad thing is I can't use myself. I used a friend. I know that's not the best move because so Anna and I we were good friends, real close. She's smart, ambitious, has a heart of gold. But here is the thing I noticed about her. She couldn't seem to make a decision on her own. You know, she was constantly checking if what she did or what she said is sitting right with one person. And that's where my own problem comes in. So I started stalking our page. I know that sounds creepy, but I was actually curious. So what I noticed is our behaviors, our attitudes, they change faster than a chameleon skin. It wasn't just a subtle shift here and there, it was actually drastic ones, like every time. Every time she found a new favorite influencer or a coach she liked or some new page to follow, her entire personality would shift. And that's when it hit me. She wasn't living her life, she was living someone else's. Why do I feel like I'm not in a position to say she wasn't living her life? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with people being inspired by others. That's actually normal. I get inspired by people. But when the things you're consuming are actually very toxic, that's when it becomes a problem. And for Anna, those things were toxic. Her behavior, her mindset, they weren't stable. I'm not saying someone shouldn't change. Yeah, everybody deserves to change. But one minute she was this positive driven person, and the next she was following some toxic narrative she found online. And it was quite hard to watch. And that's when I realized something. These influencers, they are just people, just like you and me. Sure, they might actually have knowledge or some experience in some areas, but that doesn't mean they should dictate your life entirely. Like there's one thing I've learned from all of this is that you should never give someone else the power to decide how you live your life. Influencers can make mistakes. They are human, and yeah, they might know a thing or two about something. But if something doesn't feel right to you, if it's not really what you want, I don't think you should follow it. Just because someone with a blue check says you should. We're all out here trying to figure it out as we go. And that's actually okay. And the truth is, success isn't a copy and paste formula. It's personal. Everybody will have to discover what works for you. So be real with yourself. Be your own guide. Be your own influencer. And remember, at the end of the day, the only person who knows what's best for you is you.